You don't know at the Real Things podcast. Hey yo!
Keep on dreaming, us will find a reason. Traded seasons, burning leaves and evenings. Might not be the right time. Keep me in your memory.
Yes, sir, your blessings and welcome to the Real Things on a beautiful and foggy Monday morning. Me say it cold, you see. I don't know where you are in this planet, but believe me, I trust that you are having a beautiful time as I am. I'm happy that I'm alive. I'm happy that I'm here with you once again. I had a beautiful weekend, even though it didn't go without events like we saw yesterday. But people, let's just dive right into it. Trust me. Before I do, though, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Big up yourself. Welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. Hit that like button as you enter and let us meet inside of the comment section. Without any further ado, we are heading back into Africa one more time, Pandem.
Might not be the right time. Keep me in your memory.
Some people we have seen over the weekend where a major turn of events. Hey, hey. Major, not a major turn of events over the weekend. Guys, let us dive into today's podcast. Right now, I'm lost for words, but we're going to do this anyway. We will pull through. All right. I want to go back to the beginning of all things Castor's health situation. Let us step back a little bit. We will look at when this thing broke on the streets of YouTube with her ongoing health situation, and how things got chaotic immediately. People were just pointing fingers, hurling insults, wanting to be the first in line, chest thumping, and everything in between. Still, we wade through the waters. We waded through the murky waters. We saw where, at one point, Mama Casta was summoned to Dimwango's live, even though she said she was in church or somewhere. Honestly, from that day, I saw where there was a hesitation. There was a hesitation, a little bit. But I actually could have I let it pass. I said to myself, it could have been numerous reasons. Remember, Mama Casta is not a YouTuber. She's appeared on her daughter's channel before, but not in a big way. Not in a big way. A little bit of featuring, and that's it. She's not a YouTuber, and that could have been one of the major reasons why she was a little bit apprehensive to appear, because it was quite evident. Even though she came on, she talked, and she was out. Bap. She was out. No long thing. When she came to said how to speak to the Mongo's audience about how she felt heartbroken about the way how things was turning out on the streets of YouTube. But I remember particularly um she said this one thing. She said she in her own words. I want to quote her, and if I'm incorrect, Lord forgive me. She thought that as YouTubers we would have all come together and get this thing going. May not be like 100% correct, but that was some way what she said. All right. Now, I too, I too thought that when it comes to sickness, because that's the culture that I come from, when it comes to sickness, all fun and joke aside, we would have to show up, put hypocrisy aside, and delve right into whatever is needed to be done for the assistance of whomever is affected. Even in my culture, again, if you not chat to your neighbor for 100 years and the neighbor is now, no longer in the land of the living, we're going with a bottle of rum, we're buying a bunch, how would I say, a pound of fish. We're making sure that we give a Hannah banana for grave, that we participate in grave digging or for the 9 night. Something. We are always going out there. No, we've reached to a situation where people were just jostling and tussling on the streets of YouTube. This one saying, use this situation, this medium to cut to. There was just a struggle. There was just a struggle ongoing. Where to put this to put that. All the time, forgetting the main and the sole purpose that we are all out here to do. Because people want to be the champions of this rat race. I also saw where Dimongo, David Jr. and Marwa was basically tossed like in a immediate feud with these people, like they put them in the ring of fire. Immediately put them in the ring of fire because they don't want them near anybody's money. Even guys, I want to draw something back to your memory. Let me refresh your memory a little bit. People would come out here and say that, oh, we don't hate them. There is no such thing as hate. What I'm seeing, the display that I'm seeing right now, like it only put the nail in the coffin for me. Let me bring back your memory to something. Do you guys remember when Aaron Dante was doing the GoFundMe for Marwa's own solar panels for his house? Marwa's own solar panels. And we all know Aaron Dante is not somebody who hides that he's somewhat, dyslexic. And with the slip of a finger, the gentleman mistakenly put in a wrong figure. This is somebody who is dyslexic, to show you how the heartlessness of these critters. And they went all out. Look at the size of even. I mean, let me not jump. They went all out and they reported and they complained and they did everything. Marwa's own solar panel GoFundMe drive where you crowdfund. You are a public figure. You are entitled to crowdfund. Marwa, let me say this to you before I go any further. I address you straightforward. Do you know that you can use your channel itself to crowdfund? Do you know that you can fundraise on your channel after you've surpassed a particular amount of subscribers? Do you know that, Marwa? Yes, you can. So look into that some more. So nobody could tell you what to do with your YouTube channel when you're done. All right? Look into that a little bit more. Yes, you can fundraise on your channel. There's a section, there's a shelf for that. Look into it. Anyway, I don't know if maybe the region where you are, it's also even allowed, because some region will have access to certain features while some will not. Don't know. Anyway, my people, it depends on where you register your YouTube channel. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So Marwa's solar panel GoFundMe was reported by these critters based on the fact that they determined that As per whatever panels are going for, these people so stupid. Whatever panels are going for, solar panels are going for in Kenya, it could not be that amount. No, dare you. You see how people could use the platforms to bully others. Listen, any day that Marwa decides to add some like a refrigerator and like a washing machine and add a lot of other like, okay, the refrigerator, it would be okay. Remember, that is a big house. Remember, that would have different kitchens. Remember, it's only what, like 3 batteries or 4 batteries. Those batteries are what he would have been paying for. The day that he decide to bring more modern day appliance in that house, he would need to amp up. Remember now, the solar panels that he had. You remember he said how much money that he paid for them, right? The batteries, the inverter, converter, whatever you want to call it. Those things are where the most of the money going into. You see the size of Marwa's house. It will need a lot of energy to really amp up that house the right way. And you guys sat there and reported all the GoFundMe and Marwa back down again, just like what he did yesterday. Yesterday was a different case, really, really, really. But he backed away just because you guys came out and decided to bully him over his own GoFundMe for his own channel, his own doings, to show you the heartlessness of these critters. I'm going to call them critters. I saw a comment yesterday, guys. I saw a comment yesterday. Somebody share it with me. I was shocked as hell. I want to share it with you and then we'll go back into discussing. Let me see if I can find it. So it is alleged that people are using the young lady's mother, Castor's mother, using her number, communicating with her to tell her to back away, huh, from Marwa's GoFundMe initiative. Listen, somebody shared this with me yesterday. And this thing apparently was under that girl, what's her name? What's that girl from Nigeria? The big fat, the one, the chubby one. I don't remember what her name is right now. That reactor from Nigeria. The one I always have on the amount of wigs, braided wigs. I can't remember her name right now. No, apparently the person said that this thing was underneath this girl's video. Let me read the comment to you guys. I'll show it to you on screen. No, you can't see it like that because, see? Look, I don't remember what the name of this girl. You can see her clearly. See the comment there? So I'm not lying. And she hearted the comment. Let me read it to you. Thanks to Aunt Yummy. God bless you. You talked sense into Casta's mom. Imagine. Otherwise, these scammers would have scammed her. In what effing way? What way? Explain to me in what way would this young lady be scammed? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. No. If Casta's mother is really into, you know, even listening to that nonsense, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, mama. Because then you're pulled in the opposite direction. In no time, as per Jamaican uncle, I didn't go back to the GoFund to confirm myself because it is right there for everybody to see. Transparency is GoFundMe for you. No, he would have had to provide an account for the transferal of that money. Which account did Jamaican uncle come out to say that the money was going to be transferred to? There's a standing order. From that account that was created for the GoFundMe, there's a standing order for Mama Casta's bank account. What is wrong with you guys? How would they ever scam them? How? How? How does this apply? Hmm? Now, yesterday was so puzzling because, you know, when you set out to When you set out to do one thing or to achieve something or you're looking forward to something, and then when you go there, is the complete opposite. I know it caught a lot of people off guard, but for me, I'll tell you the honest truth. I was expecting a lot of things. If you go to my community a few days back, when I say it is not going to be easy because there are lurking spirits, tough times ahead. There are lurking spirits. When I say lurking spirits, I'm sincerely speaking from the bottom of my heart because I've been around the streets of YouTube and I'm seeing these channels with these hidden agenda. Mama Casta, I don't know. I can't feel for you what you're feeling at this moment. And like I said before, and I'm going to say again, you know, these are trying times. And when you have a sick child, it is gut wrenching, it is confusing because the way how things are happening, it's a lot. It may not seem like they keep saying that she's okay, Casta is okay, Casta is okay, Casta. It cannot be okay. It cannot be okay. You're talking about cancer. Cancer don't just suddenly disappear overnight. You're talking about a liver. Anyway, I came across another post on a channel yesterday, 3 hours after the live that Marwa did. And remember, guys, that the other day, in one of the live, I think there was, I think it was in Mongo's live or something like that. They was saying that the bank account for the mom was on hold, or it was Western Union. This is normal. This is normal. So the account was on hold, and they couldn't. She has reached her limit with Western Union. Now there is M-Pesa. It's not everybody who can use M-Pesa. So what all that was provided was just numerous options. So there was the GoFundMe, there was the Western Union, there was the M-Pesa, there was, I don't know, I think let me see, the mobile money transfer. That's the M-Pesa, or it's a different thing from, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a different thing. Even though M-Pesa is the same mobile money transfer thing, but they had the bank account details with all the Swift code and everything, right? There was also the M-Pesa. I've used M-Pesa numerous times, but it's tricky because my bank does not allow me to transfer anything from my bank account to M-Pesa to anybody directly like that through M-Pesa. What I have to do in order to use M-Pesa is to transfer the amount plus the sending fees into the M-Pesa wallet, if you might, and it stays there. So the money is with M-Pesa, and then M-Pesa will distribute. You cannot go directly from your bank to M-Pesa, like to send directly to the person. No, I have to add to my wallet. I have to top up my wallet in M-Pesa, and then I would take from the wallet to forward to whomever I'm sending to. That's how it works. Otherwise than that, I will try from now till tomorrow. How many people have the guts, have the tenacity, or have the understanding to do that? It took me a little while, but then I was like, okay, yeah, some places just like Google Wallet or those, even PayPal, you could actually add money to your PayPal wallet. Yada yada blah blah. It's not a lot of people who know how to do these things or have the patience to deal with these things. You understand, or the understanding. Another thing, for the bank transfer, yes, it is easy. Even if you don't know how to do it, you could just walk into the bank teller and explain yourself and what you're doing, as long as you have the information and the detail. Somebody in customer service would be kind enough to assist you with that. How many people again has the nerve? Especially if you're sending from America, things has changed in some states. They want house, land, car to the moon and back. They want everything from you, especially in Florida. If you are even like, some people would want to help even though them status not right in America, they can't do it. They cannot do it. They cannot do it. You understand? Somebody that I know, that lives in the state of Florida, went to Western Union, and over 13 questions they were asked, and the money was still on hold before it was even sent off to where it was going. You understand me? It is a lot. So, giving people like different means of sending this thing was all that these people set out to do. GoFundMe, as far as I'm concerned, is one of the most transparent way, because at least you can see in real time how much monies are being sent and how many people actually have been contributing. You could see some of them name and all, because some people don't even want to use no other name. They want to use them name. Mm, no, but they went and they were giving dirty messages. Remember, Jamaican uncle came out and spoke about it. So this me not talk with no smoke over my eyes. I'm sure. And this gentleman, and nobody if fool around with. He's a straightforward person. So back to what I was saying. 3 hours after the live, there we were again. They were posting Castor's mother's information back on some of the communities. I came across one of them. See there? In live, Lord, in live and living colors. There is the post with all the information on for paying the into the account for the funding for the young lady. So it simply means that GoFundMe is not an option. You see how this thing is planned? GoFundMe is not mentioned here. Nowhere here. You see how sinister these people are? This was the same guy who made a post, and that video is still remaining on this channel, with the propaganda in the end of the video, telling the people them, leave Marwa and Dimwango alone. Do not trust them. They are scammers. I want you to get a lawsuit in your backside, whatever color you is. I want you to get a lawsuit. They need to find you because you call them by name and you accuse them. They need to find you and drop a suit in you for defamation, because this here on his community, this posting that he has on his community, clearly there is no GoFundMe information here. So it simply is telling you that it was a master plan from the get-go. As they said, GoFundMe is not an option. I would bet you if he did it, I would bet you if somebody came out and tell him, well, you're in California, do it. Do it. Just do it. You do it. And you would say, hey, it would be okay. They would be trusted, even though a lot of them never seen this fool. They've never seen him. And they would have run. It is the African mentality that I cannot understand. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? Do you know who this man is amongst you that is creating so much strife? A lot of you. Do you know who this guy is? Really and truly. Do you know his history? Huh? No. But he set out to do nothing but build strife and to provoke and to create propaganda. Last week I saw another post on this community. Like seriously. Imagine Christmas List is a complete different kind of character from African Tigress. This guy was there comparing Christmas List to African Tigress. His latest video showcasing Trinidad's history on slavery. Where the hell white people don't really go and touch on those kind of topics, Kung Fu Fanta. So you need to stop these provocations. And you're in the midst of them, just stirring, injecting your propaganda. It's bad. And you guys would be ready to run with whatever and listening to this guy like he's Lord or God Almighty and believe every word that he says. Do you guys know his history? No. This is the thing that I cannot understand, and forgive me for generalizing, but it is a mentality of us as blacks of African descent to bow down and ready to rumble and roll with anybody that is us. Hey, we need to stop it. We need to stop it. It is time for us. Imagine, because Marwa came out and stated that he was going to do the fundraiser, everybody was ready to go. Jamaican uncle is the person that had the account set up, not even in his bank. Hmm? Not even in his bank. Where would that money go? Directly to Mama Casta, because there's a standing order on that account that all those monies will be transferred directly to her. What the hell does that have to do with you smutty minded fools? Anyway, what does not happen in the dark happened in the light yesterday. I'm not disappointed. You know why? God has a way to reveal things. I was one of the ones when I saw Mara was getting very impatient. I was one of the first one that commented and said, let us have patience because timing belongs to God, not man. It is God's timing, not man. Not man. But little did I know that I was really saying the right thing. I was saying the right thing. For me, I was directing the message to Mara, saying, calm down, be patient. Because it seems like he was very out of patient because he waited over an hour. He had his fans gearing up. Everybody was ready and waited over an hour, and then there was nothing from the woman. And after communicating, or whomever communicated with whom, maybe they had another number for her, and she got in contact. It was finally said that she does not have electricity for over 2 days and she's on her way. After Marwa said he told her, no, I will not accept that. Find a way. Like I wouldn't wrong him, in a way. But me as a person, like who would bend backwards, I would have said, listen, let's just reschedule this. Send me a recorded voice note so we can play it for the people them to let them know that you're not up and running right now electricity wise, because we know that this is an African thing. All over right now, it's happening even in the Caribbean. And that's why some days I just don't come live because I don't get the chance to. I have to do a recorded version of the podcast. But anyway, it works out even better sometimes. I would have asked her, well, give me a video message and let me just play it here on the live and let the people them know that we will reschedule. That was what I was thinking along those lines. And that's why I commented, it is God's timing. Or God's timing is not man's. Have a little patience. Something, I don't even remember clearly, but it's something along the lines. I know for sure that maybe other people would have been like other people would have been there. I know for sure that other people would have been there sharing the same sentiments as me because I saw other comments. That's what I'm trying to say. I saw other comments and they were along the same lines as I was. Have some patience. Just hold on a little bit. Let's wait. But as he continued to speak, I got a different vibration. I was picking up a different kind of vibration from him. And he began to get a little more uneasy. And I was sensing that he was trying to hold back something. But knowing Mara is an impulse person. Like Mara is a person will act on impulse. I've seen that numerous times. He would just and who are we? Because we are humans, and sometimes we get short fuse, and we get very, very, very impatient, especially if we want things done at a particular time in a particular place. I don't have time to pussyfoot around. Let me just get this done out of the way and keep it moving. So, we'll get impatient. And we'll act on impulse, make some noise and carry on, even though we know that we shouldn't have done it. We could have waited, or we could have wheel and come again another time. We would act on impulse. Saying all of that to say, I've seen Marwa done things like that already, even for short with his past situation when he went and he commented, sorry Patsy, blah blah blah, not knowing the whole story behind the incident, and he lash out and at Cecile, not knowing the whole and true story that it was this way or that way. You understand? And then he went back again and having to take back his words and recommented, and he was blocked immediately. Which his comment was removed immediately. But I saw it. You understand? So it's just he heard something, he thought about it, and he just went and said that what was on his mind. That's Marwa. So I saw him kind of going into the mode again yesterday and saying some things. And he does not want to be a part of this and this way and that way. And I'm like, oh my God, wait, Mara. No, 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 no. Wait. Let's wait. You know, I said the comments actually said that sometimes things does not always work out the way it's supposed to. It's not man's timing, it is God's. Something like that. That was a comment. Yes. Because I was thinking that, come on, remember that power goes off in Africa and you know for days it will not come back. Because remember, you had the same problem and you had to get solar because of the whole situation. They will this, that. And it's not even that the reason why he went and got the solar. But yes, it was an issue where they were saying that he had the power illegally. But then even when he had power, many days there was no electricity. He couldn't even get internet. You understand what I'm talking, guys. So if you remember, in those days, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's a thing that they wouldn't have power. So I was thinking along those lines. And that's why I was saying, have some mercy, have some faith, boy. Cool down, boy. Cool down. But then I began to pick up another energy. And I'm like, no, maybe the conversation he had was just coming back to him while he was speaking. And it was just building up. And with all the online bullying that he's bearing, and he's reading all of these things and he's seen all of these videos. Don't mind, even though he will say don't watch those negative things. He's watching them, and that is how he got the feedback. That it is not really easy going out there on his name and his family's name. It is rough in the Gideon because them not ease up off of him. Them not ease up off of the family. See? That person who commented even said that these people are scammers. Yummy Kitchen, good. It's a good thing that you call Pastor's mom. Put some sense into her. Because those people, she would be scammed by those. Scammed by what people? What kind of scam? You guys are just around the internet using this word loosely and adding Marwa's name. Even the same Nairobi teacher that was saying he don't want nobody calling him scammers, and up and down with Leah Nwango's channel showing Leah Nwango's title. And his title is basically saying the same thing. How dare you? You're not fit to come out here passing judgment about nobody, telling people don't use your picture, don't use your photo. Come on. How do you survive? How do you survive off of YouTube every day, all day, as you said, feeding off of Marwa's videos, off of Dimwango's videos? If YouTube don't pay, you're not going to survive. If your people them don't crowdfund you, you're not going to be able to pay your bills. And you sit there and you became a part of the nonsense. Oh, you don't have to pay into the GoFundMe. Well, it's up to you. But I would not advise anybody to pay. Don't come out here pretending like you're a saint now, bro. We've all watched all of y'all, even on trending, talking from two sides of her mouth. One moment she's, oh, let them, and then the next moment, oh, I'm like, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus of Nazareth. And then just pointing fingers here, over there, and up to this point. Even saying that they did not like what Mara was saying, how Mara was talking about Mama Cass. What about you guys? What about what you guys said? I even heard Kung Fu Fanta said he want to hear what Mama Casta would say when she came on Marwa's live. I would love to hear what she have to say about that. I'm like, my God in heaven, aren't you the one who is advocating the head bottle washer? who is advocating, calling hospitals, whether they're asking for the young lady. Shame on all of you. Are you happy now? Yeah, you won. You won. Yeah, again, you won another battle. Take him down. Bring him to the cross. No GoFundMe, even for his own solar. No GoFundMe. He's a scam for his own freaking solar. For Marwa's own solar panel. And Dante had to take, because of the mistake that he made, he had to go in his pocket and take out money. Give Marwa partial. But let me tell you something. I call this weak. I call this weak. Because I, for one, I wouldn't back away from none of you suckers. None. None. Weak. Okay. Put that aside. So we got to where Marwa did the live, and unsuspectingly, uh, the lady who turned up claiming to be Casta's auntie, even though she looked like Casta a lot, she looked like the mom, Casta's mom a lot, said she's the aunt and she's entitled to speak. Can you imagine the fear and the confusion, rather, the fright and confusion in Marwa yesterday? You saw it, guys. You observe it. Everybody did, because it was just like she came on and she was. I'm like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. I can speak. I can speak for the family. I know what's going on. I'm like, then even though Marwa was saying, Madam, I would prefer to speak to the mom. I want to see the which um by all rights, if the mom says my sister will let my sister come and speak, as at this time I'm unable to do so, I will send someone to speak on behalf of the family. Maybe that could have go down better. Um, but as per her, she did not have electricity and she couldn't come. But based on what I'm seeing right now and how after watching that and listening to the family the aunt, based on what I'm seeing, this is like, just go and talk to them, because I can't really deal with it. I can't. Right now, I'm so hurting. And with all that I'm seeing here, I don't want to deal with it. You can talk to them. Just speak to them. You know? That's what it's giving right now. And I'm sorry for all of this, like everything that is happening, because these times, in a family, when you have especially an ailing child, it's never an easy road. The amount of things that you have to go through, you have to bend backwards. And let alone, you guys are inexperienced with the social media world. Now, you're getting your first taste. And, I know that it's going to be a shocker. It has been, not going to be, it has been a shocker for you guys. Quite evident. And to make matters worse, Casta already was a very private young lady. Casta was a very private, not was. She's a very private young lady. You understand? One point in time, I saw her had a title that she would won't don't want to address it, but, and she was just, finding it so hard to say how she felt about how people was just dictating to her online. And I watch her and I'm like, oh my God, this is a struggle. As plain as you are, or plain as you think you are, I can see that you're struggling to speak out and lash out against them and tell them, get off my channel if you're here bullying me. Don't come and tell me how to live my life. I'll take advice when I know I need it. So on and so. And I watch and I'm like, oh God, this is a struggle. And that's why sometimes as parents, we have to be very careful how we train up our kids. Do not take away that little rights that they have, in a sense that don't cow them down. We say cow. Don't shun them. Allow them to be thinkers for themselves. Allow them to give them some space. Let them be able to make a little decision. Because sometimes, like things like this, having difficulties to come out here and fight for yourself and stand up and don't run away and cower and hide, and having trouble to tell people back off. Back off. Sometimes these are end results, because we as parents, we think for them, we dictate how who they should be with, how they should go about living their lives. And we don't learn to have a hands-off approach, even though they're older. That's why I love Dimongo, you know. I love you, girl. I love you. Telling you. I mean, there's many more like Limongo, but that's just one perfect example that whatever she makes her mind up to, she's gonna stand up on her hind leg and say, "Listen, this is what I want. I think I'm old enough, and I should be able to make my own decisions." Anyway, so we saw Marwa, being caught off guard, struggling between the auntie, listening to him, hearing what he has to say, versus her, coming out to make a point. I was getting mixed. I was getting like a mixed feelings, honestly, especially when it got to the part where she was trying to explain, when Caster's auntie was trying to explain that how much money they've raised already. It confused me a bit, and she was trying to say that that was family, and the GoFundMe was Pastor's friends. What does that mean? Remember that money was already going through other mediums. I'm not pointing finger, but I'm just saying something. So sometimes we have to choose our words carefully. And I think that was when Jamaican uncle got frustrated a little bit and said, "But then wait. What? Like that? Okay. So if this is the way it's going to be, well then let us just cancel the GoFundMe and send back the money to." I would have said the same thing, because then you're out here giving a sensation like, seen as uh, there's so much negativity shrouded around this thing, this GoFundMe drive. Let's just forget about it. We have already have 500,000, 500,000 or 50,000. I don't remember what she said, 500 or 50,000. You guys can correct me in the comment section. We've already had this amount. We've already raised this amount. And she said that was family. So what about when Dimwango came on and the other reactors? What about those monies? 500,000, I guess that's Kenyan shilling. Because it couldn't be US, because the US amount for the thing was 60,000 US. You understand? So that's their currency she's talking about. And then to separate the two like this, oh, that's family. So are you saying that the family, or you need to clear, you should have cleared your speak more clearly. Are you saying that the family has single-handedly already raised that amount, and whatever else would be deemed as her friend fundraiser drive? It's confusing. I'm not here to really dig into that, but it's the way that you put it across. It is now giving that you're pushing back even against the people them who was not speaking any negativity, and though for those who was in the hallways of their workplace travailing and asking for help, giving the GoFundMe link to them so they can go ahead and donate. This is like you're spitting in the faces. So it's I don't think you said it in the right way. And then in the end, you're saying that you're asking for the privacy. So it's simply like, for me, now I understood why Marwa decided to, you know, go ahead and said let him remove every post on his channel about Castor, meaning that when he was speaking about previously, and on his channel about on the situation about when he will put the GoFundMe drive in place and blah blah blah, and actually summoning his supporters to come over on this and this day. You understand? And he said that he was going to remove all of those. Well, it is a sad situation. And I think the way how you came across Anticaster, it actually drove people to this conclusion. And up to this point, it is not clear as to, even upon them ending the live. Amara was basically saying, Jamaica uncle, just at this point, let's see. So he was basically trying to say, well, we don't know what they mean. What are you saying? No, okay. She did say no more. Okay, yes, guys. She did say, because when Mara cross questioned her, she did say, no more fundraising for now. We are okay with what we have. I forgot about that part. We are okay with what we have. What with what? You're okay with what? With what amount? You mean that the GoFundMe that is already raised, also the 500,000 or whatever, how many money it was, the 50,000? Don't know. If 550, I don't know which one. Is that enough with the 13,000 US? Is that all combined? You're okay with everything combined? Or the money that you have alone is enough and they should give back the refund the people and back their money? Which one it is? What a slap in the face. What a slap in the face. Guys, listen, I will sit here and tell you today for free. The only reason why Dimongo, Devi, and Marwa and everybody came out in support of Castor is because they have a heart. Number one, they were pressured after everything broke. They were called fake friends. How? Let me ask you guys, the same one them who came up with the title about fake friends and this and that. No, when you listen to the ending and the conclusion of the live yesterday and what the auntie concluded, are you happy now? Are you happy now? So when the fake friend them came out to support, as per you guys, they are fake friends. And you bully them and they came out of their shell, even though they was honoring Castor's wishes not to speak on the situation. You guys came out and bullied them to have to come out to them platform and speak. You see what bad influence can bring and bad press can bring? Like sincerely. When you guys done, when you're finished, oh, yeah. One more GoFundMe, we take it down. We down the GoFundMe. See, they were going again after Castor's money, and D Mongo wanted to build house, and David Jr. wanted to build house. That is all that you guys are out there setting out to do. To tarnish, to tear down, to damage. But I hope that this is a warning and the final straw. I saw something in Marwa yesterday. It was a little different from any other time. I saw this one thing. It was a little different. He spoke something also. And, Marwa is a person where will say one thing and then he will do another. Even before he finished talking about the one thing that he was saying that he's not doing, by the time you look around, he's doing it again. And they know that Marwa is very predictable. And so they will use this to shred him to pieces. But I saw something yesterday. I hope my eyes was not fooling me. I wouldn't say. I would leave you to go figure. But my takeaways from yesterday, after thoroughly assessing this whole thing, and one more thing, I'm glad that Marwa told them not to use the videos, which I would tell you for free. They did. I saw the video on Coco Mama's channel. She used the video. She never used the part with the auntie. I didn't see that far. I saw, but when I passed, my cursor slid past her channel. And Marwa was playing live. Even though, so these people are showing you that they can bully your backside off of the platform. They can bully you off anything that you set out to do. And they can in return still come up and use your content. And you can't tell them nothing. Because reaction continues. It's the same thing I saw with her. When Dimongo came out and spoke out on the title that A.M. Carroll had about her mother being busted for doing witchcraft. And Coco Mama, I couldn't remember her name. I don't know. You see how quick the name just came back to me just like that. That's how the brain works. Coco Mama. In the beginning of the video, I couldn't remember her name. And Coco Mama decided to echo the sentiments of A.M. Carroll and use the same title. She did a video saying she basically have interest in that type, that special, that particular video, and the case that Dimwango wants to bring up against AM Carroll. She too has an interest in it because she has evidence basically that Dimwango is a liar. So basically, then Dimwango said that her mother was a witchcraft person. Is it that what you're saying? Are you saying? I overheard even Carol on a video saying that she has audio. Let Dimwango come because she has the audio. What audio? Is audio? What you're gonna tell the judge that you use the audio? You use audio that Dimwango has saying that her mother was busted for witchcraft. You have it twisted. You have it twisted. When ever has Dimwango said that? Anyway, that's not even the case here today. As we come to a close, as I was saying, my takeaways from yesterday's live is that this is my understanding. There is some confusion in the background as to how hostile this environment can be. This thing called social media, it's very hostile. So there's some confusion and there's some pride that is mixed in with it, as well as there is some influence, negative influence. There's a lot of negative influence. So they don't want to associate with the negativity. So therefore, let us continue. That is my judgment now, basically, on what I see. So they're basically thinking, therefore, let us continue to do what we were doing before these confusionists came along, to drag our child's name and our family's name in the mud on YouTube. Let us do what we are doing. Leave us alone. So Marwa, I am happy that, even though I was frustrated a little bit in the beginning, I begin to see as the life went on. And as even up to this point, I begin to see it more clearly. It's all adding up. Based on the trail that has been left here on the streets of YouTube, that your GoFundMe and Dimwango's GoFundMe was rejected long time, even before it existed. Based on Kung Fu Fanta's propaganda in his channel on the video that is still left there with Castor's face on it, with the hospital farm in the back, the refund farm in the back. Based on the ending of that video that is clearly calling Dimwango and Ayamarwa a scammer in that video, and it clearly said in that video, do not support the GoFundMe that the brother might want to come up with. Why are you guys this predictable? Marwa never came up with a GoFundMe. Dimwango and Dimwango and upon the request, and the Jamaican uncle acted upon the request of Dimwango and the family. They would have consulted and made sure that it was okay. And by the way, hospital receipts, that will take some time. Remember, there's a language barrier somewhere is India. You would have to go in with proof. Nobody not give nobody not on a phone. You have to go in with proof and requests. Who knows if any payment was made? So let us wait and see. Let us wait and see how it will all play out. But mark my words, before the ending of this week, there shall be another major turn of events. Believe me. Believe me. You see, the God above, he sees and he knows all. All those filthy little fingers that's going around and jumping from channel to channel, jumping from GoFundMe, making all kind of nonsense, nasty comments. Remember, this universe, whatever you give it, it gives right back to you. Blessed love, everybody. Big up on yourself. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Leave your comments in the comment section. You understand? Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. Feel free. Enjoy your week. See you again, guys, on the next one.
Bye.